overseas.
What you gotta do?
But
Give you the 25 grand as a sign bonus.
I feel like I want to give up on my sons. Like, they lazy, they dirty. The one 14-year-old, he's rude and disrespectful. The boy told me I need to get a better job and make more money, and I need to buy a better house. And I am a single mother of 5. These niggas don't do shit for my kids. I do everything for my kids. They won't clean. They won't do chores. Like, they won't walk the dog. They won't do nothing but play the fucking game. And I'm tired of talking. I'm tired of trying to tell them how to be a man, because a woman can't teach a man how to be a man, and they daddies ain't shit. And there's nobody fault but my own, because I knew who the fuck I was fucking. But damn, like, one, he ain't nowhere in his life, and the other one, I was fucking married, and this bitch ass nigga cheated on me and then denied my child. Like, what the fuck? Bitch, what I do to you? I was with this man for 8 fucking years. The bitch ass nigga denied my child. I asked for DNA test. We was married. The court won't give it to us. Like,
well, all praises to Yahweh Bashem El Shai. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and citations to the elect and all the brothers pushing this work in sincerity and truth. It's a brother of mine from James, Toronto, coming at you with another video. So, what you see here is is the curses at its finest, right? And the fact that these curses are hitting us 10 times more in these last days before the end of all ends, okay? End of the society. The scripture says that the curses will be upon us forever, man, right? Meaning for a period of time. And the only reason why these things are happening to us because we sin against the Lord, and also we strayed away from the laws because we're in a foreign land. We cannot execute the things that we're supposed to execute, because what does scripture say about a stubborn and rebellious son? Right? There are laws on these things, but in this society you can't, right? You can't implement these laws because you'll be deemed an outcast. You'll be deemed a piece of crap, trash, right? You're allowed to have rebellious and disrespectful children. You're not allowed to discipline them. So that's a conundrum in this society, right? When your children are disrespectful, they talk about your children, but when you discipline them, they talk about you disciplining them and how you discipline them, right? When when a young man gets to a certain age, a woman cannot deal with him, right? That's where the husband or the father steps in, but there are no fathers in the house, right? So let's deal with the stubborn and rebellious son first, and the things that's needed in Israel to put away wickedness from Israel. So all these children shall know that's not how you deal with your parents. You can't disrespect your parents, right? This is Deuteronomy 21:18. If a man have a stubborn and rebellious son, which will not obey the voice of his father or the voice of his mother, and that when they have chastened him, will not hearken unto them, then shall his father and his mother lay hold on him, bring him out unto the elders of the city, right, and unto the gate of his place, and they shall say unto the elders of the city, this is our stubborn and rebellious. So like this our son is stubborn and rebellious. He will not obey our voice. He is a glutton and a drunkard. And all of the men of his city shall stone him with stones, that he die. So shall thou put away evil from among you, and all Israel shall hear and fear. All these Israelite children shall hear and fear, and know that this is not how you deal with your parents. Because once you disrespect your parents and you don't adhere to what they're saying, then this is the penalty, okay? Death, right? It's worthy unto death. This is the penalty worthy unto death, right? So this is the reason why she's dealing with these things, right? Because second, there are no husband in the house, right? His children which he shall leave, right? Which he shall leave. This is Deuteronomy 28 and I think 54. Yep. It says here, these are the curses, man. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother and toward the wife of his bosom, because she said she had a husband or she had a man, but the man left and disowned the children and left her by herself. Right? This is all part of the curses. This is part of us being a statistic, right, amongst the nation, amongst our own neighbors and amongst our community, man. Right? The husband shall leave the wives and leave the children to their own ruin, because there are no guidance in the house, right? With no fathers, there are no guidance, and that's the reason why these two young men are acting up, right? They're suspecting her because there's no one to check her, to check them, because they know, if they knew once they had a father in the house, a strong father, a strong role model, they will never be able to do that, right? Children always know what they can get away with, right? So once they already tested their temperature a long time ago. Once they were 8, 9, 10, 12, right? They were testing her temperature. Now is the time that these young wolves are up and coming, right? So it's time. This is where the testosterone gets a little bit high, and she can't deal with that, right? And toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave, right? So this is all part of the curses. She's dealing with two parts of the curses right now. She's dealing with this, and she's dealing with the fact that she cannot discipline her son, because guess what? Our gates are languished. We don't have any elders of a city that we can go to and say our son is rebellious, right? This is how you deal with him. I can't deal with him anymore. What can we do? Well, we put him out, right? Because that son, that son with his rebellious and disrespectful ways, that can spread to other children, right? So that's why the scripture says, all Israel shall hear and fear, right? Because you stomp that wickedness out, you stomp that leaven out, right? So when the children around see another child their age, or young man their age, has just been put out of his misery because he was disrespectful to his parents, guess what those children are going to do? They're going to be traumatized into loving their parents and respecting their parents, right? Being traumatized is not a bad thing all the time. Okay? It says this, so that he will not give any of them of the flesh of his children whom he shall eat, because he hath nothing left in the siege. And that's what you're seeing right now. We are sieged. We are being sieged around. Our enemies have pretty much surrounded us, right? We're in the midst of our enemies, and the enemy has a wall around us, right? And the straightness of wherewith their enemies shall distress them in thy gates, right? So we don't have anything as Israelite men to pass on to our seed either, right? We don't have anything. So these young men, they're coming up and they see that, and they get a little bit rebellious because they know in their spirit that we are at the bottom, right? So all of these things make them angry, right? Make them not more unmotivated to do certain things, right? So that a tender and delicate woman among you, which would not peradventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eye shall be evil toward her husband and toward her bosom and toward her son and toward her daughter, man. So this is what we're seeing. The curses are real. The curses are upon our people. The curses are upon us, right? We are all under the curses. It just affects us in certain ways than other. And the difference between us and the 2/3 of our people, or the people of the nation of Israel that haven't been woken up yet, is the fact that we know why these things are happening, right? But they don't know, right? That's the difference between us. But all of us are under the curses, right? Some of the brothers have disrespectful children, right? And knowing the law, you can't even do anything to them, right? Some of the brothers have disrespectful wives, right? Or ex-girlfriends, whatever the case may be, or disrespectful daughters, right? Or certain financial woes. We're all under these curses at the end of the day, But this is a prime example of these curses falling upon us dearly, man, and daily, right? We have disrespectful children, we have poor single mothers who can't do any better, right? And we have unruly children. So this is how you deal with unruly children, and this is how you know we are the Israelites at the end of the day. Shalom.